Back in the 1800s, circuses were the ultimate entertainment. Crowds gathered to see incredible stunts, exotic animals, and sometimes the performers who were different. These shows are called the freak shows, which became a big part of the circus experience. Prince Randian, known as the human caterpillar. Randian was a famous sideshow performer in the early 1900s. Born without arms or legs, he stunned crowds by lighting cigarettes, shaving, painting and writing using only his mouth. He was mostly seen in a wool garment meant to make him look like a caterpillar as he moved by wriggling. Despite his condition, Randian spoke 4 languages. He was also a skilled carpenter, humorously claiming he'd one day build his own house. A devoted husband and father of 4, he performed right up until the day he passed away in 1934, hours after his final show. Despite immense challenges, he transformed his differences into extraordinary talents, inspiring others to see ability where others saw impossibility. Schlitzie, also known as Pinheads or the Monkey Girl. Schlitzie was born in 1901 with a condition called microcephaly, which made his head and brain smaller than usual. In an era when children with disabilities were often sold to circuses, his family found it hard to care for him and sold him to the circus. Schlitzie had the abilities of a 3-year-old and could only say a few words at a time. Even though he was a man, he was forced to perform as a woman in the circus. Schlitzie became a popular sideshow performer. Audiences were fascinated by him, and Schlitzie loved the attention, bringing joy to everyone he met. He spent most of his life performing, but many people took advantage of his condition, teasing him and paying him very little for his work. In 1971, Schlitzie passed away at 70 years old. He was buried at Queen of Heaven Cemetery in California, remembered for his kind heart and love for life. Stefan Bobrowski, better known as Lionel the Lion-Faced Man. He was a famous sideshow performer who amazed audiences around the world. He was born in Poland with a rare condition called hypertrichosis, which caused his entire body to be covered in long hair. By the time he was an adult, the hair on his face grew up to 20 centimeters long, making him look like a lion. Lionel's mother believed his condition was caused by witnessing a lion attack on his father while she was pregnant. Feeling ashamed, she gave him away at age 4 to a German showman named Sedlmayr. Sedlmayr gave him the stage name and began exhibiting him across Europe. In 1901, Lionel moved to the United States and joined the famous Barnum and Bailey Circus. He wowed crowds, not just with his unique appearance, but also with his gymnastic tricks and friendly personality. In the late 1920s, Lionel retired from performing and returned to Germany. Sadly, he passed away in Berlin in 1932 at the age of 41. Johnny Eck, known as the King of the Freaks. Johnny was an American freak show performer in sideshows and a film actor. Born in Baltimore, he had a rare condition called sacral agenesis, which left him with a shortened torso and underdeveloped legs. Despite this, Johnny had a larger-than-life spirit and a sharp sense of humor. When asked if he wished he had legs, he famously replied, "Why would I want those? Then I'd have pants to press." Johnny, often called as the amazing half-boy, he amazed audiences with his acrobatics, sleight-of-hand tricks, and his famous one-armed handstand. He performed with major circuses like Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. Despite the challenges, Johnny lived a full and fascinating life, inspiring everyone with his optimism. He passed away peacefully at age 9 in the same Baltimore home where he was born. Fannie Mills, the Ohio Bigfoot Girl. Fannie Mills was a British-American woman who drew crowds to dime museums because of her extraordinary condition. Fannie had Milroy's disease, a rare illness that caused her legs and feet to grow to an enormous size. As a child, people noticed Fannie didn't walk like others, she wobbled. Her unusual appearance made her well known in her hometown, and soon the press started paying attention. Her feet were said to be 19 inches long and 7 inches wide. She wore custom-made size 30 shoes, crafted from 3 goat skins, and used pillowcases as socks. In 1885, Fanny began performing in New York at the Bowery Museum, where she was promoted as "that girl from Ohio with the biggest feet on earth." Sadly, Fanny passed away on May 3, 1899, at just 39 years old in Perkins, Ohio. Despite her challenges, she left behind a story that continues to intrigue people to this day.